community for me have been, we have a group of 8 people now that we meet up once a month, and we'll take 2 websites and we'll review what we're doing. And we actually fill out a sheet that holds everybody accountable to themselves, and they have to explain what their goals are for the next month, and whether they make it or not. They have to explain, why they didn't make it or why they did make it, and then give us a little explanation of what they're doing. And we're trying to think what else I can tell you there. So anyway, if I didn't have the Mastermind Group, I would probably be in the phase of always kind of getting ready, to do my website. And I don't want to go into that group without having my stuff done for those guys to show them what I've accomplished. And so having that peer pressure like that really helps out a lot. And there's things that those guys think of that I never thought of.
Yeah, definitely. And having the accountability, man, that's actually, it makes me have to think about doing some revisions to some of the groups that I'm in, because a lot of times we just help each other, like somebody, like what you guys do. We put up a website and we go, what do you think? And everybody says it. But the next time we meet, we don't go, oh, well, did you do all those fixes? And that's a really good thing.
Yeah, I mean, we built a mastermind worksheet from a combination of all of us guys kind of put this together. So there's only one person that really built it. But we say what our website is. We give a recommendation, a resource recommendation, because we're building our own Rolodex. So it's either a book, an audio book, a website reference. Then we describe, what are your goals for the next month? Let's review the previous month's goals. What did you accomplish? And then any suggestions and any problems that you're experiencing. And then for each website that we review gets about a half an hour each for each person. And then we spend the next hour going over each person's worksheet. And, that way the meetings are focused. Everybody walks away with help. I've really established some friendships that I never would have had before. And we're all like-minded people. We're all entrepreneurs that are kind of in the same phase. We all joined the academy somewhat at the same time, and we're all moving ahead because we keep holding each other accountable. And that's just that's the major benefit of having a mastermind group.
Awesome. Well, I love that worksheet idea. I think it gives a consistent format. It's something everybody knows they can fill out, and there's that accountability piece there. I know when you shared that in your email, it's like, hey, that's a great idea. So definitely thank you for sharing that with us. Now,
absolutely.
We're going to go ahead and talk more about some specifics of how your mastermind group works for the full academy version of the interview. But for those who are just listening to the podcast right now, let's go ahead and tell them how can they find you online, and what do you have to offer to some of the people that might be listening right now?
Sure. You can find my website at understand-it-now.com or understanditnow.com. And if you go ahead and you sign up with the AWeber login screen there, you'll automatically get a free membership and begin watching videos on how to run small businesses with your information technology.
I'm sure we got a lot of small business owners or would-be small business owners listening to this, so that can be a valuable resource for them. So thank you for all the information that you've shared. We'll be chatting with you some more in the academy, but on behalf of all the podcast listeners, thanks for taking some time to share your experience and story with them.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Okay, we've got a breakthrough in the academy here to tell you about this time. And this time it's from Kurt from undercoverlawyer.com. And here's what he wrote. After a year of talking and fiddling around, I finally got my membership site up and launched. It was a ton of work, both myself as the content guy and my programmer and site admin guy. We had to call in help at the last minute and still got it up by launch time in merely good enough condition. But it's up and getting members. It's nice to have the thing up and going. Yeah, we know how that is. I think ours was the last freaking minute as well. Yeah. Anyway, but like a bike, it doesn't stay up and going on its own. You have to pedal and pedal hard. Well, that's very true. And I'm glad you finally got your membership site up. I wonder what it's called. Do you know?
Looks like it's called The Academy, which is a great name. I like that.
Yeah, that's an awesome name.
And that sounds like a very familiar experience, but So we know what it's like. We feel your pain, we feel your thrill, and good for you for getting it done. And we're excited to hear how that continues to progress for you. So thank you for sharing that with us, Kurt, the undercover lawyer. And we've had an interview with him in the past that we shared. It was to a very small exclusive list. So I should probably post his interview in the Academy sometime soon, because that was an awesome interview.
It's time for the Internet Business Quick Tip.
All right, on this episode's Quick Tip, we're actually going to do something a little different. I don't know that we've ever done this before, but we have a guest quick tipper.
Yeah, we haven't done this before, but we should. This is awesome.
We should, yeah. And in fact, before we recorded the episode, I put a call out on Twitter and Facebook and said, hey, anybody got a quick tip? And we'll credit you in the show. And so I've got a whole list of great listener quick tips. I think we'll start using some of those. So, if you're listening, get a hold of us on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what your quick tip is. But in between the recording of the interview and different things, Tom mentioned a resource to us, and we said, well, you should share that with the audience as the quick tip.
Sure.
So we're going to go ahead and turn the time over to you here, Tom, and tell us about this resource that you've been using.
Join the Academy. No.
Nice.
Oh, that's a great one.
Oh, that was not scripted, but I liked it.
My quick tip, the thing that I struggle with is when having laser focus on whatever my tasks are at hand. So, for instance, if I decide, all right, I need to put Aweber in my website, and it takes a half an hour to do that, let's say. I'll go ahead and I'll set a timer to do that. And you can go to a website. It's called e.ggtimer.com, or egg timer. There's a dot after the E. And you type in, how many minutes you want to have to do a task. And then you just click on the go button. I minimize it, and I can see it counting down on my taskbar on Windows. And this way, if an email pops up or I get a phone call, I ignore everything, and it helps me have laser focus on what I'm doing, because I know I've only got 10 minutes left or 5 minutes left. And real simple, easy to use, straightforward website, and it'll allow you to have laser focus on whatever task you have at hand.
Well, and that certainly beats the thing I've talked about before, where I'd buy one of those little like Pampered Chef timers, physical timer, and have 2 or 3 of them sitting around, because sometimes I'd have to stop one to go to the next one, and it'd be nice to just have it all on the computer. I like it. And as a complete side note, why do websites do this like e.gg timer?
I don't know.
Clever. It's actually a subdomain within a domain. The E in front of the GG timer is the actual domain, and then E references a sub website. So I bet eggtimer.com was taken.
Just taken. Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick.
I guess they were being clever, but. Well, and the truth of the matter is that may even still land them, when you search egg timer, it might still help them show up. So
yeah, if you just do egg timer without the E dot, it just comes to some, basically it's just a screen full of advertisements.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So this person is a very clever person. I'm not even sure who it is. But whatever, it's a great website, it's a great resource, and I know I'll be adding it to our Mastermind group in our Rolodex. So
awesome. Yeah, I'm going to give that one a try as well, and we will have a link to that back on the show notes on internetbusinessmastery.com, so you can find that and give it a try yourself. So thank you, Tom, for sharing that quick tip with us.
You're welcome.
Now, if you'd like dozens of other resources such as this one, you can find them in the Internet Business Mastery Academy, along with video tutorials showing you exactly how we use them. To get a 30-day no-risk trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy, visit freeaudiogift.com. That's it for this episode of Internet Business Mastery. Until next time, we wish you ultimate success in your internet business.
You've been listening to the iconoclasts of the 9 to 5 and the purveyors of freedom and fulfillment, Sterling and Jay. Sterling and Jay invite you to discover one of their most popular audio programs ever. The 3 Pillars of Designing Your Ultimate Internet Lifestyle. Visit freeaudiogift.com now and sign up for the free weekly Internet Business Mastery email newsletter. And you'll get instant access to this life-changing audio presentation, pulled directly from the content of the acclaimed Internet Business Mastery Academy membership community. Go now to freeaudiogift.com. Internet Business Mastery. Free your mind.